Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be talking about the newly found top scoring team for the Plague Creeper Primal Lord. And again, shout out to AFK Analytica Discord. I'll leave a link to their Discord server in the description of this video, and to all the people who contributed with all of the team testing and team sharing there. So credit for this team goes to Bacillus, who came up with it. And it is going to be using the 2 Lightbearer buff tiles, having at least level 17 of your Lightbearer faction talent, and having Korin and Rowan be on those buff tiles. So already, if you watch one of the previous videos I uploaded of the crazy battle drills scoring team with Korin and Rowan on the back 2 tiles getting over 100 billion damage, this team is very similar to that. And at first people were experimenting with Cassidy here rather than the marilee, and that is actually Muncho's team that he made and what I talked about in my previous video I uploaded on Plague Creeper. But after more testing, they found that this team right here has the maximum damage potential, but it is also very RNG dependent. The major problem with this team is if Alsa and marilee can stay grouped up with your team, then Rowan is able to keep charging up their ultimates and you can get off crazy damage. The problem is if when Alsa and marilee jump off to the sides and they're not going to be able to be targeted by Rowan's ultimate cast, then your whole team doesn't get as much value, because this whole team's idea is to cast ultimates as quickly as possible, especially with Rowan and his shadow copy of himself. The energy charging is insane, but you need all of your team to be grouped up for that, so you will have to do multiple attempts to get the maximum damage. Tide Call spell is perfect for this team because you're casting so many ultimates, you're getting the activation of Tide Call so rapidly, and it causes like a big debuff onto the enemies, causing them to receive more damage. And also it does give you haste, which is good for this team as well. So the whole team concept is about charging up your Korin to deal more damage, because he will deal true damage on his attacks after nearby heroes cast their ultimates 3 times. And with Rowan here and Shadow Rowan, you're going to be stacking up, like, basically you're going to be permanently dealing true damage with Korin, and so he's going to hit really hard. Also, he has high ultimate damage to clear the plague rots really quickly, which is a AoE type attack. Alsa is really important here because she at Mythic Plus and above, it's important to be there, otherwise she's not going to be a good option. Her energy threshold for casting ultimate can go down to 400 energy, and so she will be like the major one casting ultimates as much as possible, like every 1 or 2 seconds she'll be casting, as if everything goes well. And Smokey here for the attack and haste buff for your damage. That's the main reason he's here. And then marilee as well for some additional damage. And taking a look at the scores people have gotten with this team, some people have managed to get over 8 billion damage. For example here, Polar Shock, and here is the damage breakdown of the damage output. Korin dealing over 5 billion damage, and then marilee and Alsa dealing much lower than that, but still contributing some amount. And there is another screenshot here of the same team where someone getting 7.3 billion damage, and a lot of people have shown screenshots getting between the 7 and 8 billion damage range. But the problem is there are also going to be times where you can't even break, for example, 3 billion, 3.5 billion, and also these people have their heroes leveled up pretty much to the maximum. So that is just the thing to keep in mind with this team. Now we're going to jump back over to the game, and I'm going to show you, in order to get the 2 Lightbearer buff tiles, this is going to be the cheapest way to do it. On stage 2, only level up one side of the talent tree and give up on the other side. And if you're choosing, it's better to level up the left side because these give you more offensive stats for your damage. The right side gives you more defensive stats, although this first upgrade does give you an offensive stat. So I'm going to upgrade this because I'm going to do one test. I have one more attack left. We're going to try this team formation. But yeah, 17 is all you require here in order to get the 2 buff tiles, which is the most important thing for this team comp. And you can reset your talents if needed. Like for example, I reset my Maulers, and I for the Lightbearer team. So the importance of this team is, maybe you don't have to run it in the early days, but once we get to the ending days when the boss is about to go down, you're going to want to be using this high damage potential team to try and get your maximum total score so that you can get a higher ranking position. Right now, for example, it doesn't really matter, even if you're going for like the other alternatives, like I showed you in my video earlier, this was the team which I thought would have been the best given my hero options, and it got a really good score. At 521 resonating level, we got 5.3 billion damage with this team, not using any Celestial Hypogeans, and I'm really happy with that, and I think it's a really solid score. But this team that I'm now going to field, it has potential to get up to 8 billion damage, right? But it also has potential to do even worse than that team. So now we're going to run the team, and with the Tide Call spell. Okay, and things are gonna get crazier when we get the plus 20 upgrade of Tide Call spell, because then after only 4 ultimate casts, the effect is going to trigger. Currently, you need 5 ultimate casts, so it's gonna be a big boost for the Tide Call spell artifact once we can get that, and we need resonating level 540 to unlock that. So for some people, they're gonna be getting it pretty soon. Okay, so I upgraded the levels of Marilee, Alsa, and Korin. And we're going to have the smokey in here. Let's hope we can get some good luck in this fight to get a good score. Even if we can get over 6 billion, I'll be happy. But really, I'm hoping to get that perfect score. Okay, so here's the team. Here goes nothing. Hopefully we get decent RNG. Okay, so watching the team, I'll just put it on 1 speed. Good, Alsa is going to jump. Marilee jumps out of the range, but I still think Rowan's ultimate is going to hit, and Alsa, yeah, jumps off to the side. So this is the issue. Basically, the team, okay, Marilee's coming back, but Alsa is off to the side, so the energy generation of Rowan right now, we have to see his next ultimate cast. Hopefully he can move over to the side and give it to Alsa as well, with Rowan's ultimate cast, because it's all about who is, yeah, okay, perfect, this is going to land on our entire team. It's all about Rowan buffing up all of your team with the energy. That's how you maximize your damage. But because like the position where Alsa is going to bounce to and where Marilee is going to jump to, it's unpredictable. That is why there's the RNG element to it. So, okay, right now we are 25 seconds into the battle. 1 billion damage has been dealt to the boss in all of his playgrounds. Now we're on the boss himself. All of my team is grouped up in a pretty good position. Rowan should be charging up his energy right now. Hopefully that can land onto Alsa. I think it does. Okay, good. Looking good. 2 billion damage. 56 seconds left on the clock. Things are looking good for us. Okay, Alsa is still grouped up with the team, which is really good. Marilee jumping back a bit. Rowan gonna cast his ultimate again. Gonna hit everyone except for the Marilee in the back, which is fine. Again, Korin is the major damage contributor. We've activated the Tide Call spell again. 3 billion damage has been dealt. Yeah, at this rate, we should be able to get a new record for ourselves, at least with this team. But, I don't know, will it be possible to get over 7 billion damage even? That's really the dream with this team combo. Okay, so Rowan gonna buff everyone up. Alsa has jumped off away from the team, which is a bit of a problem, but hopefully Rowan can get over there to connect with her. Alsa back towards our team. That's good, 3.5 billion damage done, 30 seconds left. Okay, boss is spawning again. Whenever the boss spawns again, he will receive bonus damage from your team, so hopefully Korin can deal some true damage right now. Alsa is bouncing back and forth so much. Tide Call spell activated, 3.8 billion damage to the boss. 4.3 billion damage. There comes the burst from Korin, 4.5 billion damage. Okay, looking good. 20 seconds left. Can we get up to 5 billion before he spits again? Almost there. But this is the thing, Alsa is really kind of essential for this team. We got a new record already, 5.4 billion, 18 seconds left. Now it's just whatever we can get above this. Can we please, I want to get to over 6.5 billion. That's my threshold. We're bursting him down hard. He still hasn't summoned the Plague Rots yet. Our whole team is grouped up. Rowan just casted another ultimate. Now he summons the Plague Rots. 6 billion damage has been dealt. Can we break 6.5 billion damage? I know it isn't anywhere near record for what people have been capable of doing with this team, but I'm still going to be pretty impressed if we can even break. There we go, we broke it. 6.6 billion damage. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. So this is actually better than the Celestial Hypogean team, even on the first round. Wait, in total 7 point... Because a Tide Call spell damage is added on top of this. So we actually have dealt 7.1 billion damage to this boss. That is insane. So my Korin damage output is really high. Not as high as, for example, the the screenshot I showed you earlier, but still really good damage output, 7.1 billion damage. Really, I'm happy with that. Getting between 7 to 8 billion puts us in rank 1, and no one will be able to compete with this score unless they're using the same team and get better RNG. So overall, guys, that is going to be it for this video of the overall top performing team. Again, big shout out to everyone at AFK Analytica Discord for sharing all of the teams, doing all the team testing, and this is how we've come up with this team. And big thank you to Bacillus, who came up with this formation and this lineup of the heroes. So thank you for watching, guys. That is going to be it for this video. If there are any more updates for the best teams, I will let you know. But other than that, this is you're going to need to level up your Lightbearer faction tree, at least up to 17 faction talents to get the 2 buff tiles. But thank you for watching, guys. That's going to be it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, everyone, peace out for now.